Hello everyone, it seems to us that we know about everything on our planet, but it's big delusion. Moon rainbow, stone forest, incredible animals. Believe me, the old Earth is what we are to impress. Get ready to see the real miracles of nature in our Today collection. Go. Look at this guy, agree, its appearance cannot be called attractive but he is very caring daddy. The eggs on his back are not yet born the tadpoles he cares for, but the very process of the origin of life inside eggs. Yes, this type of amphibian fertilization takes place in the external environment directly on the body of the male. Apparently that's why in the family of toads, midwives, the role of nanny goes to the father. But dad as a toad not bad copes with the role of a security guard. His venom glands scare everyone away possible predators. What do you think is it, a bouquet of small skulls? What kind of creepy art object? No, it is just dried flowers of a plant under the name snapdragon. Don't know about resemblance to a lion, but loose condition, its petals are somewhat reminiscent the dragon's mouth. Agree, it looks not bad, but how from such a bright plant get mystical skulls? It's all about unusual sepal shape and receptacle. They shrink when dry and form something like a head, so that there is no mysticism here, only botany. To see the eerie footage of the end of the world you don't have to go to the movies. Sometimes the apocalypse can be ordered with home delivery. It seems nature has broken, bring a new one. In fact there is nothing here unusual. This is how fly breeding looks like Padknock. They live only one day and for this time they need to have time to give offspring. Because of this, flies are not picky in their choice. Meeting points. This poor fellow in general found himself in the very center of a cloud of insects. The most horror begins when all the Podenki perish at once. Hundreds, thousands of dead insects are everywhere. We do not envy the guys who will have to clean it up. If someday you will find this disguised hatch, by no means opening it. Believe me, you won't like it what you find there.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's right there.
In such hidden minks live large spiders, teeny sides. They sit next to the door and wait for someone will run next to their lair. Insects are included in the diet of spiders, other spiders and even small vertebrates. Rodents and birds. Yeah, you better not try to shove in their fingers. See how well disguised this hole. Confident to discover such a hatch accidentally almost impossible. Introducing the Indonesian volcano Kawah Ijen. Unlike others, fire on it blazes not with red but with a blue flame. Hey guys, did someone forget to turn off the stove? Apparently Mother Nature decided a little joke with us. The truth is, scientists have something else opinion on this matter. Turns out to be blue the fire. The result of combustion of a mixture of gases at very high temperature. Apparently to standard volcanic gases methane was added, which made the flame shine in a new way. Anyway, this phenomenon is quite rare and watch you can endlessly on it. Guess where this footage was filmed? Hint. This is not California or Gold in the coast of Australia. Such a mini tsunami happens on Amazon every month. It is called Poroka. Because of the powerful tide during the new moon and full moon, ocean waves reverse the flow of the river reverse. They create a destructive stream, which rushes with great speed and can reach 4 meters in height. The most amazing, that some daredevils even manage to conquer this wave. This is dangerous entertainment. Poroka carries with trash from the coast and torn trees, so surfing becomes really extreme. A rainbow after the rain already you won't surprise anyone. What about the lunar rainbows? Yes, this also happens, make sure this myself. This is a very rare optical phenomenon that was only a couple of times filmed on camera. At night a rainbow may appear only in very bright light full moon, moreover, should coincide with the same factors due to which it is formed during the day under normal conditions. As you can see we were able to get unique frames specially for you, so admire. Once a year in South Korea there is incredible phenomenon. Thousands of people come to the sea to literally walk on water. Look at this miracle. Only a few days a year shallow water almost 2 kilometers long connects 2 islands. The Sea Festival takes place here. Jindae is a national Korean holiday. According to local legend, the god of the ocean, created a path for the girl, who escaped from the tigers. In real, the isthmus appears due to the powerful low tide. May not sound so romantic but scientifically reliable. You are interested to what's going on here? Is the fish gone crazy and decided to throw herself on the ground? Actually, this way it happens, spawning Capel in a rather unsuccessful spawning. To lay eggs, fish come close to the shore, and with a strong the wave can throw them ashore. It happens that the coast is dotted with capelin for miles. Apparently the locals do not be sure to take a fishing rod for fishing, just take a large bucket with you. This place on the island of Madagascar called Stone Forest or Forest Knives. Huge space literally dotted with quaint stone pillars. You can say for sure, what to climb on these rocks without belay is not a good idea. Stone Forest is considered the largest similar education on the planet. Once upon a time, water flowed between the stones, which gave them an unusual shape, something similar to a canyon, but looks much cooler. Now it's popular tourist destination, and you already understood why. From the highest local, the rocks offer an unforgettable view. We present you the most caring mother in the world. This wasp parasite lays eggs in other insects so that they become larva bodyguards. Apparently, Grief the mother does not want to take care of the child on its own and instead finds a good nanny. But the trick does not end there. After a while, the larva grows into the body of the insect and begins to influence its behavior. This caterpillar even wove protective cocoon for someone else's child. We will hope that the larva has not yet learned change human behavior. Do you know this creature? To be honest, we ourselves first did not understand what it is. It seems like some kind of clumsy cockroach fell into a vat with radioactive waste. Let's get acquainted. There is a humpbacked ant in front of you. Will you try to guess where his head is? Explaining. Here are his bulging eyes, with which he looks straight into your soul. Well, and there are growths behind bizarre shape. Often these humps in several times larger than the ants themselves. Because of what they got their name. Build-ups help create the perfect camouflage in the form of a twig of leaves. With such disguise, insects are not afraid of any potential enemy. Hey buddy, it looks like this hedgehog already not young for a long time and began to go bald a little. Okay, kidding aside, actually it is striped tenrec that lives on island Madagascar. Don't know how nature thought of creating this creature, but it turned out quite original. The striped tenrec is endemic, except for Madagascar it is nowhere to be found. In general, I do not really want to. He looks not particularly friendly. Have you ever seen such clouds? If a no, this is not surprising. Mother of pearl clouds most often appear in polar latitudes at very low temperatures in winter-spring period and even at sunset. So even Alaskans don't see it often, a natural phenomenon. Luckily you need to go to the North Pole and freeze among polar bears. You can admire the beauty through the screen of your monitor. Don't be surprised that the record is quite old. On it you see Udder-like clouds. They are so rare that they can only be observed several times in 10 years. For these clouds to form, the sky must coincide a huge number of the most various factors, but believe me, such a sight can be expected. Here is a more recent shot of Udder's clouds. For a second it may seem that they are painted with the brush of a talented artist, but apparently nature itself is the best artist that nobody else surpassed. Instead of the usual organ sense of smell, this mole has an unusual star on the nose. She needs him not for beauty. Mole's completely blind. With the help of an unusual the appendix, he is oriented in space. A star-shaped nose helps him feel the most subtle smells, dig tunnels in the right direction, look for food. This worm must have been very appetizing. For sure Zvezdarilo it's not easy, he already lives blindly, and even a nose, and not the same as that of other animals. The guy decided to shoot sunset at sea, but unexpectedly became a witness unusual optical phenomenon. Watch the light of the setting beyond the horizon of the sun. Well, I noticed how the sun turned green for a couple of seconds. This is not a camera error. Visible light is changed due to the refraction of rays in the atmosphere land. Most likely near the horizon, rays refracted so strongly that the spectrum changes slightly, and, yes, if you want to test this theory, you better put it on sunglasses. Dozens of strange white formations that you see, it's just snow. Unusual ice flows form high in the Andes and are called local penitents. They certainly look magical, but the mechanism of their formation is quite simple. Some of the snow melts from the sun, leaving only sharp, almost identical snowy needles. With such ice columns are strewn all the peaks of the Andes at an altitude of 4,000 meters and above. Probably sharp snow blocks add fears when you look at them from the slope of some rock. Question: how to make the dunes sing? If it sounds like a joke to you, then now we will surprise you. See what happens if the sand will quickly roll off the dune. The sound is so loud that it can be heard without any special devices. Residents of countries that borders the deserts have known this phenomenon for a long time. Singing dunes are found in Morocco, Oman, United Arab Emirates and others Arab countries. Maybe the dunes just want to tell us something. Friend, if you liked the video, like it. Goodbye.